Hi Taurus, you have reached Tarot Universe T's channel. Welcome to my channel. And I want to thank everybody that has subscribed, shared, liked, and left comments. I really do appreciate it, and I do read them. And I like to be engaged with my community. So I hope the Tauruses are doing good. Tonight, this evening, I'm going to be doing a Celtic cross for a general reading for February 1st through February 15th. So it's a general reading. If it leans toward love, then it'll turn into a love reading, but if it leans toward other things, it'll turn into that. So we'll see where we're at. We'll see what's going on with the Tauruses. Okay. Spirit, give us a reading for Taurus, what they need to know and learn. All right. Taurus. All right, Taurus. Here we go. Seemed really weird. It wanted to break at that certain point on the very last one anyway. Okay, so here we go. Taurus. And the bottom of the deck, you do have the Lovers in the reverse, though. Okay? So let's see what that's all about. The center reading, the main issue of the reading is the High Priestess in the reverse. So the High Priestess is a pretty, intuitive person, somebody that is very capable of keeping things under wraps. She or he will only say what needs to be said. There won't be any extra communication added unless it's really, necessary. The High Priestess usually critiques what she says. She thinks about it a lot, about what she's going to share, and is on point when she does share. So it looks like, it's something is coming out. The High Priestess, when she's in the reverse, she's ready to offer some information, some insight, some enlightenment, maybe some spiritual awareness. You're having like a grand or a revelation of some sort that's coming to you that, is being brought to your attention through the Holy Spirit. She's opening up, okay? She's letting out information. Although now you have, for the clarification of that, you do have the Tower moment. So this information that's coming out is going to bring a Tower moment, which means that things are going to be turned upside down. Old ways of doing things will no longer work for you as they used to. Situations won't be on point anymore with the way that you are used to handling them. You're going to have to find new ways of doing things, new ways of looking at things. The old secure way of being in the world is no longer going to serve you, is what I'm getting. Okay, it can be a very uncomfortable card to get, the Tower, because it does mean transformation. And transformation, it does mean pain. There's going to be some pain because none of us change. How can you go through a Tower moment and not really have change? Now, I know I've spoken of Tower moments being positive. Tower moments could be that you're getting married, and so your life will never be the same. Everything's being turned upside down. You're moving to a new house, or a different place. You're living with someone new now, your spouse, you know, that type of thing. But at the same time, there's some, well, maybe not pain, but there's some apprehension. There's some little bit of anxiety. There's a way of trying to cling to the past and do things the way you do them, and the way that you're used to doing them, and that no longer works for you anymore with this new situation. I'm not saying that this particular situation is a marriage. It could be. You know, I haven't read the rest of the reading yet, so I was just kind of giving you an insight on how the tarot Tower card could be positive or negative. So, you know, let's look at it both ways. But some information's coming out, and there's a Tower moment going on. Information comes out and causes a Tower moment. Could be that, and that, you know, one of those two. Okay. So it could be just simultaneously you're having a Tower moment and information comes out on top of that, or it could be the information came out and caused the Tower moment. Okay. Which is more than likely, that's probably what it is so far. Okay, so at the crown of your reading, you do have the Two of Pentacles. You know, you're balancing your life. You're trying to keep things balanced. You're spending a great deal of time focusing on keeping things going the way that they were. Trying to make another person happy, you and yourself, and maybe even others. You're trying to balance, you know, everyone's emotions, to keep people's emotions from getting too rocky. As you know, you can see the ocean there has kind of got quite a up and down motion going on, and Taurus is trying to keep the cool and trying to keep things settled and trying to keep things, you know, a little bit more level, instead of the ups, the highs, and the lows, and the highs and the lows. Okay, so this can also mean with the Two of Pentacles that, you know, you're balancing out your money. Okay, so in other words, you know, you're balancing out what's coming in and what's going out. You know, you're doing a balance sheet. Yeah, so it's a change. I'm seeing change. I'm seeing that you're trying to balance things, and then with this Tower moment here, you know, it's throwing everything off, is what it's doing. Now, in the base of your reading, you do have the Emperor. So this is Aries energy here. This is a very self-assured individual. The Emperor is someone that likes to dictate a little bit how things should be. They like to be the driving force behind situations. They are used to having their life going a certain way, and you know, it could be upsetting to them to you know, have to change anything, or hear someone say no to them when they believe deeply in their heart that things run best if you follow their guidelines. Okay, if you follow the Aries guidelines, then you won't have any issues. They could have an opinion, a high opinion of themselves in that regard. Someone that you're dealing with. Now, this could be a Aries, Sagittarius, or a Leo person, or somebody that has a rising sign, or their Venus or Moon in one of those fire signs. Okay, so this is someone that you're dealing with in your environment. You know, this isn't really an environment position, but I'm getting environment on that card. I'm getting the home life on that card. Okay. Now, the next card here is the recent past, and it is the Magician in the reverse that you have, Taurus. So a lot of times things that you've been doing in the recent past haven't been really working out the way you want them to. You may have tried several different ways of doing something, but you keep getting the same result, and you're not happy with that. You're trying to create. You're trying to move things forward, And it seems like no matter what concoction you come up with, or some kind of, you know, way of presenting the issues and things to people, that it's not making the progress you thought it would or should, that it should make, okay? So the Magician in the reverse, you know, you really have put a lot of energy into making something change. Okay, we're moving on to the near future, and I do have the Queen of Wands. Now, the Queen of Wands is another fire sign. It's, you know, like I said, Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. So you have someone here that you're around, I believe. It's in the near future. A Queen of Wands. This would be an older individual. Somebody that, you know, might have that one of those fire signs in their chart pretty heavily. This person likes to give advice, and they do give it from their heart. You know, they're not being vindictive or wishing ill will on anyone. This person seems to, like, you're going through this tower moment, and it seems like this fire sign person is coming in to help you or to give advice. Maybe even, you know, physical help, material health, help. They're trying to help you, okay, is what I'm getting. They have a lot of knowledge, and they have a lot of empathy for the situation that you're in, and they do want to help you. They're sincere, okay? All right, so I do have the your energy that you're coming into February 1st to the 15th with is the Empress in the reverse. So Taurus, you're carrying the Empress energy in the reverse, which means you're not feeling so much like you know, that you can create, just like that Magician card in the reverse. You're still feeling stymied. You're still feeling like you're blocked or being blocked. You feel like you've tried a lot of different things that used to work for you, and you're trying those same things now, and you're finding out that they're not working, and you're just like, you know, you're scratching your head. You're like, well, it used to work before, now what's going on, you know? You do have Uranus moving into your sign soon, so you do have Aries in the 12th house still. So that could be messing, you know, that could still, it could be messing with you still in some way or shape or form. You know, you're just having a struggle with this. Things turning to the positive. You're, you know, used to, you know, the Empress is like the card of things producing, of things multiplying. You know, if you're growing a fruit tree, it really produces a lot of fruit, that type of thing. And then all of a sudden things are, you know, becoming more like slim pickings, is what I'm getting, okay? So you're coming in with that energy. And then in your environment, you do have the 10, wow. You have the 10 of Pentacles. Wonderful, wonderful, Taurus. So that's the highest card you can get for money in the deck, and you got it in your environment, in your home life. So that's beautiful. That means that, you know, you have an abundance of things that you want, and you're seeing things coming in still, and you know, it's serving you. It's there to use to keep yourself up and above standard, and you know, you're just happy. Okay. Now, in your fears and hopes and dreams, you do have the Queen of Swords in the reverse. So you have a Gemini, Aquarius, or a Libra person. You may not be talking to this person. It is in the reverse, Taurus. So it looks like the two of you are not talking at this time. And I think your fear is that this person is going to attack you if they talk to you. That they're not going to, because like if it was in the upright, you know, an air sign, which this is, it represents Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. You know, they will get right to the heart of the matter. Let me have a little water because my tongue is really dry. Hang on a sec. Okay, I think my tongue will work now. They do get right to the point in the issue. They get right to the meat of things, and they can do it kind of callously at times. But yours came in the reverse. So, and this is in your fear sector. You're afraid that this person might not only get to the meat of things, but might be a little bit more hostile with their communication towards you. I believe you've had a falling out with someone, and this person, I don't think they want to talk to you either, I'm getting. You don't want to talk to them, and you're in fear that, you know, if something was to come up and you had to talk with this person, that you don't want to hear their logic on anything, even though they may be very logical, and what they're saying could be even true. But you don't want to hear it. You're not wanting to hear it. Okay. I'm not saying you're not in agreement with them, what they're saying, but I'm saying that you just don't want to hear it. I don't believe that you really want to hear it right now. Okay, so your outcome is the Ace of Pentacles. It's in the reverse, so you're not, you know, the universe isn't really coming down and handing you or poking at you and pushing at you to go out and make a new start as far as, like, you know, get an education or begin a new education or continue one, or any kind of apprentice program or anything like that. The universe is really not pushing on you to go do anything like that. So you do have the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, and then you also have in the reverse is, for clarification on that, is that it won't work out right now for you, so that's why it's in the reverse. So if you had it in the upright, you know, that's telling you it's a good time to go out and learn something new so you can bring more money in by learning the new skill. But it's telling you not to do that right now. There's no new skills that the universe wants you to go out and learn, and it's also telling you that you'll be less likely to win at or succeed at whatever it is that you may pick at this time. So say you pick nursing or accounting or something like that, then the universe, what the cards are telling me is that it's going to be harder for you, and not only is it going to be harder, what I'm getting is you may not even complete it if you do it now, and also that you know, you wouldn't win at what you were doing, or you wouldn't like what you're doing, is what I'm getting as well. You wouldn't like it. So you would go through it, and then, you know, at the end of it, you wouldn't like so much what you were doing, is what I'm getting. Okay, for that. So that was your outcome there. Now, on the bottom of the deck, we do have the Lovers, and I do have that in reverse. So it seems like you're having a falling out with your significant other or some kind of lover that you're involved with, Taurus. So we're going to get some more clarification because we're going to do another Celtic cross, and I'll be able to get another clarification card on that. So we'll be able to kind of go through that a little bit better. Okay, we're moving on to another Celtic cross for this one. Let me make sure I read all the cards, and I did. Okay. Now we're moving on to the second Celtic cross. Yeah, the Lover card in the reverse can mean that you're not speaking with someone. You know, the card here that was on the bottom of the deck. This usually represents what's going on in your subconscious mind. That maybe you feel this person doesn't want to talk to you. You might be subconsciously thinking that you're not going to get a lover. This message is for Tauruses, February 1st through February 15th. Yeah, it just seems like the Lover in reverse means that you're just not getting along with someone, and you might even be a little afraid that you know, there might not be someone else coming in to take their place too quickly. So, or you don't believe there's someone that can take their place. You're that much in love with them. Okay. All right, Taurus. Reading for Taurus, February 1st through the 15th. Taurus. Let's see what we got here. Taurus, February 1st, February 15th. General reading. Let's see what we got. Okay, on the bottom of the deck, I do have 6 of Pentacles. So you do have that, you know, balance in your finances, showing me. Okay. All right, let's go back to the center of the deck here, the main issue of what we're going through here. You had the High Priestess coming out with some information, and you had the Tower moment. And now on this Celtic cross, you have the 4 of Wands, okay, and it's in the reverse. And to go along with that, you have the Hierophant in reverse. So, 4 of Wands in the reverse. That would be stability in the home life is what I look at that as. And then you have, like, you know, I'm really getting this. I mean, I'm getting like there could be some people out there, some Tauruses out there are going to be going through a divorce, or they're talking about a divorce, because I got the Hierophant and the reverse, not wanting to be, you know, living a traditional life anymore. Maybe the Tauruses are coming up with that. They're the ones that want out, because, well, the 4 of Wands shows that there's instability in the home life, okay? And then it shows the Hierophant is showing that, you know, there's not a lot of reason to want to stick around in the relationship, because we're not feeling that we have to, because there's no, you know, this person just doesn't believe in, you know, marriage, or the way that marriages should run, you know, restrictions on them, or they can't do this or that, or you may be feeling this way, Taurus. This could be very much Tauruses is feeling this way, that there's too much restriction on their marriage, on them, on Taurus. Okay, so so yeah, I'm getting instability and no structure. You know, the Hierophant also represents structure. Okay, let's move to the crown of the reading. You started out with the 2 of Pentacles balancing your money. Okay, and now you have the 3. You're moving up. You moved up 1. You have the 3 of Pentacles. So you've called on somebody, Taurus, to help with your finances. So this could be a divorce that we're speaking to. You may have sought out legal advice, or something to that nature is what I'm getting. So you're working with you and 2 other people, you know, and you're trying to work out your material things, your money, your bank accounts, your whatever you own in your home, whatever equity you have in your house. Okay, it's speaking to working with another person about working on some kind of material work, you know, focusing on that. Okay, so in the base of your reading here, I do have the Knight of Wands in reverse. And so the Knight of Wands usually, boy, he is like lightning speed, moves in. And then no sooner as he moved in, you know, I don't mean physically moved in, but kind of comes in with a message or something like that, he's gone just as fast. He comes in, moves in really quick, and then he's gone. He's also the Lord of Flame and Lightning, so he's a I don't know why when I see the Knight of Wands, I think of Leo. You know, a Leo person, you know, very romantic, that comes into a woman's life, you know, for physical reasons mainly, and, you know, visits her every now and then for some physical satisfaction is what I'm getting with this person, okay? So it could be any of the fire signs. It could be Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo, okay? Oops, is what I'm getting there. And that came in with the Emperor, okay? So somebody that's kind of dictative, somebody that likes to have the say-so, what's going to happen, you know, somebody that tells you what's going to be done instead of asking. And then not only that, they're, you know, they're coming in and out of wanting to be with you and wanting to be out in the world, being with other people maybe, and then they want to be with you, and so they're back and forth is what I'm getting. It's an off and on relationship is what I'm getting with that. Okay, in the recent past, you do have the Magician in the reverse. So things that used to work for you in the past, there, Taurus, doesn't seem to be working so well in the time right now, this time frame. And to clarify that, we do have the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. So, excuse me, did I say in the reverse? Sorry. Much better. It's in the upright. You have the Nine of Pentacles in the upright. So that's 100% better than it being in the reverse. So you feel like things aren't working out the way they used to once upon a time in the recent past. And then you have the Nine of Pentacles in the recent past. So things haven't been working out lately with, you know, getting all your needs met. Things haven't been working out maybe with your money. Maybe you, you know, you need certain money for certain things to keep up your lifestyle the way you like it. And, you know, you're finding that it's harder to keep up things the way they are because you're trying and you put in all the ingredients to all the ways you know how to do it, and it doesn't seem to be pulling out the same outcome that it used to. Okay, that's what I'm getting. Hope that made sense, and that will apply to some Tauruses, and some Tauruses it won't. Okay, so we're moving on to the near future here. And we had the Queen of Wands, which somebody that comes in and is helping Taurus through this Tower moment. This could be a Leo person, a Sagittarius, or a Leo, Sagittarius, or a Leo, Sagittarius. What's the other one? Leo, Aries. I don't know why I didn't say Aries. It was on my mind. Anyway, so you have this person come in, and this person's helping you. You know, they can see what you're going through, and they have an open heart. They're very social. They have connections. They may be able to help you because they have a lot of connections. And so you're looking to this person for some advice and maybe some help. This could be an attorney if you're going through a divorce. I'm also got the clarification card is the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords, you know, it's not a good card to get with a Tower because it's showing, you know, I really believe that this is something to do with like some kind of communication problem that you're having with maybe a partner, like your lover, your spouse, and that, you know, if some of you are going through a divorce, you know, this communication problem could be the reason. It's just like maybe they're not on the same page as you, and they're not always wanting to be there with you, and so there's a communication problem of why they don't want to be there. They don't really have a good solid answer on that. Makes you feel a little bit out of whack. They're a little bit misunderstood. Okay, so that could be an attorney that you're hiring there, that Queen of Wands. Person's there for help. I gotta have a little bit more water. Okay, so the energy that you're coming in with was the Empress in the reverse. So she's not producing as much as she used to, your energy right now. You know, you got this energy that's come on to you, and you're like, what's going on? You know, I mean, normally I do this, this, and this. This and this equals this, and the outcome's always the same. But now this, this, and this equals, and the outcome's different. So you're kind of wondering what's going on. And you do have the Four of Pentacles clarifying that. So, you know, you could be holding back a little bit because things aren't working out for you. It's like, okay, well, I'm going to hold back. You know, you have both of these energies, the hold back and the Empress in the reverse, where things aren't working out the way they used to. So you're holding back a little bit from, you know, trying to attempt to do things. All right. So then in our, or in Taurus's environment, you have the Ten of Pentacles. Boy, that's a beautiful card to get. So that's having all that you need. You have all that you need. The Ten of Pentacles is having enough to pay for everything and to get things that you need, and maybe even more, you know, to go on vacation, share with family. And they're sitting around. It looks like they're with family. They look like they're on a vacation or something. Okay, so you have that in your environment, that you have enough. And it's also being clarified by the Last Judgment. So it looks like maybe something's paid off, whether you got a degree or you know, you were on a job for a certain period of time and maybe you got a promotion. It looks like, you know, whatever it was, something's come to an end. And it could be that it gave you a promotion and you're making more money. Now, this also could be, since it's a Tower moment, it could be that something's come to completion and it's affecting your Ten of Pentacles. It's affecting the money that you were used to having come in all the time. Okay? It could be that too. I have to give both sides of the story. So, you know, that could very well be what's happening there, since there's a lot of cards here that are showing not winning at money, and or not winning at money, but not winning at a new start with money. And we can go over it after. Okay, so we do have your fear and your dreams, hopes, dreams, and desires in your fear sector. You had the Queen of Swords in the reverse, so you're not speaking with somebody that's a Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius person. You're in fear that they just, you know, they might just chop your head off if you're around them. They might just really rag on you and just really lay it all on you at one time. And so you're kind of in fear of this person. Now, it did come as a clarification to that was the Two of Wands. So you're being pulled in two different directions to go forward toward this person, or because you have a passion to want to communicate with this person. This could be a family member, this could be, you know, a coworker, whatever, a friend. You have a passion to want to continue talking, or you haven't talked in a while is what I'm getting from this. So you have a desire to want to open up that door again and start having communication with this person. Although you're being pulled in two different directions here. And so I feel like the universe right now is pulling you away from trying to attempt to communicate with this person at this time. Okay. All right. Now, your outcome was the Ace of Wands. The first reading was the Ace of Pentacles, excuse me, the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. And then, of course, it was the Six of Wands in reverse, which means, you know, not winning at something, not a good, and it's also saying not a good time to start a new learning situation, or a new, you know, like going back to school or something like that, where you're learning new skills. It's showing that it's probably not going to work out right now, so now's not the time. Let's let some time pass before we start something like that. You also had the Let's see, you have the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. This is your new one. You have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. That's what came out. So I don't know if you're dealing with someone that's a Capricorn, Virgo, or a, what's the other earth sign? Yourself, Taurus. So this could be you, Taurus, you know, in the reverse, not feeling like a Taurus, not feeling like, you know, Tauruses usually like to have all that security. They like to feel that they are in control of their life. You know, they like to feel safe, sound, and secure, right? We all do, right? And so when it's in the reverse like that, that would cause a lot of anxiety and a lot of pain. It's being clarified by the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. So it's the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, causing you to, you know, feel somewhat like you need to it's almost like you need to let go of what you were working so hard toward, because you're seeing it's not paying off, if that makes any sense to some of you Tauruses. Because the Eight of Pentacles, when it's in the upright, it shows, you know, a man diligently working away at something, and, you know, just really working away, keeping his mind on that, keeping his mind posted on his hopes and dreams, and he's not wavering from that. With it in the reverse, it looks to me like the two of these cards together, the Knight of Pentacles and then the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, they're both in reverse. You know, Taurus, you're just not feeling that you're that happy with the situation right now, because you don't feel that like you have stability, and you don't feel like someone's looking out for you. You don't feel like you know, your job is really watching out for you either. So that's what I'm kind of getting right now. Okay, so we had the bottom of the deck, but we did have the Lovers in reverse. Okay, so what's up with that? And then we have the Six of Pentacles. So things aren't balanced in your love life is what this is telling me. You're not having a balancing in your love life for some reason. And you would know what that is if the person's not communicating well with you. It could be a million different things. You know, I'm seeing that maybe there could be a divorce for some Tauruses. There could be a divorce coming through with this Tower moment. Maybe they dump some kind of information on you that they're in love with someone else, and, you know, it's showing that some information comes out, and then it shows, you know, the whole thing evolving into getting an attorney or getting advice from someone. So that could mean that for some Taurus, not going to be for all, it's going to be for very few, that could be what's going on there. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and read past, present, and future. And we're going to get some more clarification for Tauruses. Move these aside a little bit so I can just spin these around, get a good spirit. Give us some information for Tauruses that they need to hear to help them with the information they're receiving for February 1st through February 15th. Taurus needs to have some information. Okay, oops, that's jumping. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Okay, well, I scared myself for a second. My dog hit the door with his claw, and then when I looked up, I saw a reflection of myself. I won't even go there. I scared my own self with my shadow. That hasn't happened in a long time to me. Okay, so past, present, and future for Tauruses. All right, in the past I have that you were having a lot of maybe insomnia. You were not feeling that great. You know, you were having maybe some, you were evaluating your situation and you weren't real thrilled with it, so you were having insomnia. It does show that you're working your way through that and coming out of it though, so that's really cool. In your present situation, I do have the Ten of Cups. And didn't you get the Ten of Cups before, or was that the Ten of Pentacles you had? Ten of Pentacles, we have the Ten of Cups in your present situation. So you are feeling, you know, that all your cups are full, like people care about you, and you've got people around that are supporting you to make sure that, you know, that you're feeling cared for and wanted, and that you're appreciated and loved, and most important thing, right? So it does show that you do have that. Now, in the near future, you do have the Sun in reverse. So the Sun in reverse, you know, usually shows us that, you know, that things aren't going to be as bright and cheery as we thought they were going to be. This is just temporary, right? This is from February 1st through February 15th. I like to remind people of that. And that, you know, you may be going through a little bit of some struggles. Maybe going through a little bit of, you know, having to go out of your way to communicate, or try to communicate with some person about how you're feeling and how you want things. And there may even be, for some of you Tauruses, a communication with an attorney or an outside person that there could be a therapist that you need to go to and vent to get some of this off of your shoulders, okay? So that was your reading there. That was your near future. So overall, you know, Tauruses, I'm seeing that there's a situation that's coming up that if it hasn't happened already with this Tower moment, some information comes out and it causes the Tower moment, and it could affect your Ten of Cups is what because it landed on that. You know, you have the information coming out, then you have the Tower moment hitting, and then you have the Four of Wands, your stability is being blasted apart, and then it has the Hierophant dealing with traditional like marriage and things, and then it's affecting your Ten of Cups is basically what that's showing me, and that's in the current situation. So that's your reading. I wish I could give you a better reading for that. Like I said, it's not going to hit for all Tauruses, but for some it will. All right, sending blessings and love, Taurus. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.